What is up, Ghostheads out there around the world? It's another episode of the Ghostheads radio show. My name is Steady. Joining me as always is one and only Matty B TV. What's going on, sir?
Hello, what's up, Frankengang?
What's going on? We have fantastic show. We have some updates regarding the Frankengang Proton Pack online tournament put on by the one and only Matty B. We also are going to talk about the Ghostbusters VR announcement. Maybe we'll take a look at the trailer. How about that? We'll do that too. We'll
Yeah,
react to the trailer, and then there is some Ghostbusters movie news that we'll also talk about and finish up with. So yeah, very exciting episode. Can't wait to get into it. Matt, give us the lowdown and the rundown on the Proton Pack Tourney.
well, we had an eventful Final Four. The packs came with the heat. We had a comeback win for the ages. I think this particular pack was down 5 votes,
Wow.
um, and then in the
Rallied.
11th hour, and I checked everything. I checked the IP addresses. I checked everything because I was like, "There's no way." But it looks like, and I'll just go ahead and get into it here. Let me share the screen. Oh, share screen 3. Okay, there we go. All right, awesome. So match 1, we have Ben Rollins. He was pretty much winning the whole way there. But John DeFries, great guy and great pack. Nothing to be discouraged about making it to this stage here. But
Absolutely.
Ben Rollins has been doing a bit of a marketing campaign. He's been posting his pack a lot, and I'm not saying he was like politicking for votes, but he's been making a lot of adjustments and improvements and reaching out to members of the group. So his pack is a little front of mind. So I think that's why he took that match 1 there. And then the comeback win here was match 2. Paxton Chrissy and Ramey Penn, and it was 13-12. And
So
Paxton was
close.
down 5 votes. I thought for sure it was over. And so it was 11. It was 12-12 or 11-11 at one point, and then Paxton came through with the comeback win. It's probably due to the South Dakota Ghostbusters, who are big fans of the show, and the Frankengang themselves. So shout out to Paxton Christie and those Busters helping them across the finish line there. But that sets us up for Ben Rollins and Paxton Christie in the final championship match. This is it. And I know I've been talking about this, and I know that I've been I do want to do something different for the championship. At least I need help from the folks in the crowd, though. I need help of Steady here. I need a place where I can upload videos to a poll like this, but I can also see the voters to make sure that it's legit. I need to see that everything is cool. So
I got it. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, we need to figure that out. But shout out to those two guys. The winner of this, I'm also going to make a shirt for in the Frankengang store, but I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to order a sample size of it and just send it over to whoever wins. So it'll be Frankengang 2022 Proton Pack Contest winner. It'll have some cool stuff on there. So shout out to that. And I'm also trying to lock down Franken Geek himself. I'm trying to lock him in to get on the finale stream, and even if he wants to do it like what's that drug show where they talk, where they're all like shadowed and it's deep voice, that would be pretty funny. But I'm trying.
There you go. Do it.
I'm trying to lock it in, so we'll see where it goes from there.
That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. Hassan's in the chat. What's going on, Hassan? Glad to see you here. Welcome, welcome. And yes, the finals are going to be epic. Finals are going to be amazing. Let me know exactly what you want to do, and we'll get it all set up. We'll get it put together. Maybe we get the videos ourselves from our finalists, and that could be a promo on our next episode. Ghostheads Radio Show, the final showdown. We'll do it real like ESPN sort of Matador style. In one corner, blah blah blah.
The tail of the tape.
There you go. All that good stuff. Joe's in the chat. What's going on, sir? Welcome. What's up? Yeah, absolutely epic. Can't wait for the finals. It's going to be awesome. And shout out to the guys who didn't make it out of the final four. Please don't feel bad at all. Your packs are absolutely amazing. Like I one day hope to have packs as stellar as you guys do right now. So like, uh, definitely nothing to be ashamed of or anything like that. And yeah, finals coming soon. Stay tuned. Drew's in the chat. What's going on, Drew? He says, "Okay, okay, just saw that teaser pic. Where did that come from?" A little off topic. It's okay. Yeah, that was from a promo. He's talking about something completely different. Doctor Strange 2 drops in a week, and Marvel said, "Screw it," and they're just releasing all the reveals like in their promo. And I'm exaggerating, but I'm also like kind of not. Like, there's a couple of characters who I think we weren't aware of that are in the promo. And then there's a beautiful shot of the one and only Charles Xavier, who we heard in the first trailer. Not a spoiler. So Drew, that
Yeah.
that was from a promo that dropped today. Paxton Christie's in the chat. He really thought he lost it. Not at all, sir. Not at all. Came with the comeback.
No, I think he made that final push with the South Dakota Ghostbusters. I believe he hit up Bryce, he hit up Terry, he hit up the gang, and he said, "Listen, folks, we got to get this thing." That's the only way it could have
It's go
happened. I mean, it
time.
was yeah. But shout out
Absolutely.
to Paxton. He actually, and I have to come clean here. Paxton is. I just recently made him an admin. I kind of didn't want him to win for this reason because I didn't want to look like we were. Um, just pushing him along because that's not the case. But Paxton is a genius pack builder, and he knows a lot about Franken geek products. He's even put one into a slime blower, I believe. So I thought his knowledge would be helpful in the admin role. So I did put him up there, but we're not throttling him because he's an admin.
No, not at all. I can confirm. Not at all. Uh, Drew's still freaking out about the Doctor Strange 2 stuff. Yeah, go check it out, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah, but they are hyping the. I mean, I know it's not Ghostbusters, but we're all nerds here. They're hyping the
absolutely.
hell out of
Absolutely.
this, and obviously Doctor Strange is going to have a much larger role than any of us. Well, maybe not any of us, but I thought when they released the first Doctor Strange movie, I thought it was just a side of but they have fully incorporated him into the
Multiple
Marvel.
times.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, multiple times. Multiple Doctor Strange characters into the
but
Marvel
one of the
universe.
weirdest experiences at Avengers Land, I gotta say, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but
No,
it's kind of weird.
haven't.
Yeah. We'll do a review on that another time.
Joe says he's going to donate money to my future pack. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. I don't know exactly what my next pack's going to look like. That's aside from the Spangler one, but I do want a custom mashup of some sorts. I don't know which franchises yet. Ghostbusters, obviously, but I don't know what's the other franchise I want to mash it up with because that seems to be the trend now, right? The trend is now like take your pack, mix it up with something cool, and
Hmm.
just blow people's minds, and that's what I want to do next.
Yeah, and I mean, I've always kind of wanted to do a backpack, but I just it's intentionally so loud and bright and noisy. Like I don't know if you'd be able to tell. Oh, look, Mini Kalunga in the house. But yeah, Batman pack. I mean, just a proton pack wouldn't make any sense at all for Batman. I like the Deadpool pack because Deadpool's kind of like out there and he doesn't care about being loud and all that sort of stuff. But I'm looking for one that makes sense. A Bat pack would look cool, but I don't know, not the best mashup.
It isn't the best matchup. You want to do something that's very, tech forward. Can you imagine like an Iron Man pack
Oh
where
yeah.
the cyclotron is instead like what do they call the
Oh yeah. It's not
energy
the
thing?
Tesseract. It's the what is it?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Somebody in here knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's seen the Back to the Future one. Yes, Paxton. Yes, that one's epic. That was such a genius idea.
Have you seen the Iron Man Ghostbuster? Like they made a real one.
No, I haven't, but that's my idea. So if if they already took it, then I can't do that now.
No, no, no. It's not a pack. Like they made an Iron Man Ghostbuster.
No,
I'm looking
I've
for it
not
right now.
seen this.
I saw it on Instagram. Oh,
Paxton says they have a guy in his group that's going to do a Transformer Ghostbusters pack. Can you imagine
yeah,
how
that was
epic that's going to look? That's what I'm talking about. You have to do something where the technology is advanced, where it kind of pushes it forward. It's just a smart idea to do a mashup with something like that.
the arc reactor. Drew Gone came through.
He's the man. He's the man. Arc reactor, absolutely.
Yeah, and
That would be
if
awesome.
it's powered by the arc reactor, that's super cool. I would love that. I'm gonna
That would
try
be
to find
epic.
this
That
video
would be
later. I'm
epic.
gonna share it to the group, but it's
Appreciate it,
actually
Drew.
you can get inside of the suit, but it's all Ghostbuster themed out, and it's a full on Iron Man.
I gotta look that up. I gotta look that up. Paxton says he's also seen a Fallout Ghostbusters pack. That's pretty dope. That would be pretty cool. A Fallout pack.
Oh yeah,
I'm down to
uh,
check that out.
honestly, who he's going up against, Ben Rollins, kind of has a Fallout pack. You know, the one that's all like rusty. He has like amp meters on it, and it's like real like red dirt, kind of weathered. Um, it's kind of like in that vein.
Absolutely,
Um,
absolutely.
but yeah, what was next?
We're gonna talk about the Ghostbusters VR
Oh
announcement
yes.
trailer. I'm gonna pull that bad boy up right now. And listen, I kind of thought about it. I do have one thing that I'm worried about.
Okay.
Tell you about it just a second.
Yeah.
Hang on, hang on. All right, I'm gonna share my screen here. If you haven't seen it, this is the Ghostbusters VR announcement trailer for the MetaQuest 2, the VR system MetaQuest 2. I'm gonna share it here as soon as this ad goes away. All right, here. Oh, okay, okay. Here we go.
Everybody ready?
Ready.
Tag.
Same. Yep. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, great. It's moving.
Where'd it go?
I don't have the shot.
It's too fast.
Whoa, blast him!
Wow. I
Yeah,
mean, it looks awesome.
yeah,
And I was excited about the new platform game. Um, like where it's like multiplayer and all that,
yeah.
and that seems to be like really cool. And this one, actually, I kind of like the trailer for this one a little bit better, to be honest with you. This
Well,
VR.
what's yeah, and we'll keep this in perspective, right? For anybody who says, "Oh, there wasn't much," that's the announcement trailer. You're not going to get a lot out of it, obviously. Um, More to come, and actually, the release date is like imminent. Like I think they're gonna drop it like any day, and don't quote me on that, but it's gonna happen in a few weeks. It's on. I have a Quest 2, and it's already available in what they called a wish list, where it's like games that are like coming very soon, and the first time we heard about a VR game featuring the Ghostbusters franchise was like 2.5 years ago. Like,
Hmm.
production has happened. They were working on this bad boy for a while. I think like we're expected to get this really soon. I hope it's not going to be like a fall release or something ridiculous like that. Drop it. Drop it soon. You know, we all are excited and can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm really excited. The only thing that bums me out about how much more excited I am for this one than the other game that's coming out. Um, oh, hold on. There's some sound there. Yeah, whenever for some reason now maybe drop it.
Who's gonna be the first to make the VR Proton Pack? Is it gonna be Germany? Is that who's gonna be?
Oh my gosh.
Does Germany already have a working prototype out right now?
Yeah, there's probably. But we do see the smiley face sticker, so it looks like that's kind of a fun touch. It looks like we're going to be able to customize on a different level. I like this one. It's kind of a mix between 2016 almost and the real Ghost. No, the extreme.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got extreme vibes for sure. And what's interesting is that we did get sort of a new synopsis for the game that we didn't get early on. And this is actually a Ghostbusters headquarters that you are running in San Francisco. And there's a deep mystery across. There's a deep mystery across the Ghostbusters franchise, across the Ghostbusters universe. So this might have ties to some lore within the franchise. So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like it would be cool if they referenced like some of the comic books. It would be awesome if we got just different things. Like, and again, and this is going to wrap around into the new movie announcements a little bit too. But I love the movies and I love them more than anything. But I would love to explore some of the characters from the cartoons, the comic books, and those sorts of things, and really kind of take it to that next level because it just opens us up so much more to different types of tech that you can have, different storylines, different characters. I mean, you could literally simultaneously run two Ghostbuster shows, which they're never going to do, but you could have them in completely different universes, even, and they could both still make sense. So I'd love to explore that.
Other details about the game is going to be co-op, up to 4 players co-op, which is pretty dope. The one thing I was worried about that I think I got confirmation that's not going to happen is that there's going to be what they're calling an extensive and engrossing campaign.
Great.
Whatever you think that means, take it, run with it. An extensive campaign, that's a bold statement right there
Yeah.
for a virtual reality game. And the reason why I said I was worried about it is because I was worried we weren't going to get a campaign. The Ghostbusters game that we're getting on the next gen or whatever it's going to be, it's already been kind of by Ilphonic. It's already been kind of discussed that there's not going to be any sort of campaign involved. It's more of like I don't know what you want to call it, party game, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really just
it's a shooter.
matchups and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just head-to-head battles over and over and over, which still can be fun. Absolutely can be fun. I played Left 4 Dead, and when you did the head-to-head battles, player versus player, you could play that all day, all week long. So there's still potential in a head-to-head game like that. But this game, the VR game, extensive and engrossing campaign.
Yeah, and that's really what I'm most excited about because I mean, from it, I wonder if it'll be canon. I wonder if they'll adopt
Dude,
that into the canon, or if it's just going to be its own offshoot. Either way, I don't care. I can't wait to see the 3D building, prop building community, and some of the other prop building communities do their thing with some of the technology in this game. I almost got an Oculus or a Quest 2. It was an Oculus, I think, back when I was looking at them. Maybe it's changed its name since then. But I wanted to get it for the Vader game, and I just never pulled the trigger. And I think this one's going to have to make me take that leap and actually purchase one.
we always talk about what's going to push the franchise forward.
Hmm.
Afterlife, we talked about in our reviews that we did. We did numerous reviews. We talked about the technology going forward, and this is another sort of advancement forward. The the way you're going to hold this, we'll call it a wand, but it's a freaking battle rifle from like space, is what it looks like.
Hmm.
The way you hold it is pretty dope. It looks like it would be comfortable. I'm not saying it's exactly going to be that way, but I can't wait to see somebody, you know, Eugene, gonna need to get that 3D printer started, sir, and we need to see this bad boy
Oh
in
yeah,
production ASAP.
I would love to see it. And I don't know what you see. Both of these kind of have this. It almost looks like, is that like a green laser sight maybe?
Ooh,
There at the top,
I
and
didn't see that until right now. It could be.
one thing I noticed too, it looks like there's potentially maybe that's a screen right there
I
that's
think
right
so.
behind it. So incorporating stuff like that, Ghostbusters tech in 2022, like what this really looks like now, and the advancements they would have made based on the advancements they had made to even make what they did in 84. It looks awesome. One thing I haven't seen in here yet though is a hose. You don't see it on her over there. Like how does the loom, is it
She,
wireless?
I don't think so, but she's also a lefty. Our
Yeah.
players are righty. She's a lefty, so her sort of stabilization grip is on the right side,
Hmm.
and maybe the hose is going that way. Maybe could be.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, the loom. I didn't see it in the thing. But look, she has pink hair, and like again, the pack earlier had like a smiley face on it. Being able to fully customize your gear, um, even comically if needed, is awesome. And a campaign mode, and hearing them walk through and hey, are you ready? And then a person flips their pack on. You hear that iconic sound, and then you hear back in the distance just after that, ready. And then there's another activate switch. So just hearing that, I mean, it just sounds cool. I can imagine being in VR and fully consumed into this. Maybe if it could be multiplayer as well. And like, wow, I'm gonna have to.
Heck yeah!
I'm gonna have to get some more of the devil's lettuce for that.
Heck yeah! Here's another decent shot of the pack. Really cool. This one you can see more of the illumination on the lights. What we'll call a cyclotron. That's pretty cool. If it's just one solid ring this time around, that'd be
And
dope.
and not red. Like, what's the
Hey,
you know? And so it looks like
absolutely.
green is the main theme here. I wonder if you can change that. I wonder if you can customize that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But it looks like green is sort of the main theme here. I like the power cell lights, the caution tape. Um, it's really really cool. What is this person wearing? Like a bunny hat or something?
Right, right. I think you might be right, man. There's no hose connected to that. The whole thing looks wireless. Her
Yeah, I
left
don't.
side, nothing. The right side, nothing.
Yeah. So I wonder if they'll give any justification for the technology, or at least a brief explanation, like when you first, kind of get into the game. Here's your proton pack, and then kind of go through, how it works. I see a
Yeah,
little one right there, a little loom, but that's all just connected to the pack. Yeah, I don't see.
yeah. How weird is that?
Yeah,
I thought this was gonna. I thought on her hip was a ghost trap, but no, it looks just more like a satchel.
yeah, not sure.
It's all good. Maybe they'll add that in post.
Yeah, it looks like there's a spot for it there at the bottom, but um, I'm not sure. But it looks awesome. That one looms.
Woo!
Yeah, the little side mount there. Oh yeah, it looks great.
That's a good shot right there.
And we're gonna be able to keep doing this forever now. I'm so glad whoever the powers that be have decided to reinvest into Ghostbusters because the kids are gonna love this game.
Oh my god, I just had a weird thought. This looks like, I know it's not. What is that not MTV, Nickelodeon cartoon? Oh,
Real
Real
Monsters.
Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the dude that's holding his eyeballs in his hand. Look at him. It's him.
That does look like him. That's hilarious. Real Monsters is such a good show.
Oh, fantastic show. Who comes up with that kind of stuff? What were they smoking at the time? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I hope I can find some.
Right? Yeah, look, this is a better shot of this screen here. That
Yeah,
would be
what if-
cool if it actually lit up or you would see something along.
Yeah. I wonder if at some point that's going to be kind of like a built-in PKE meter because it would be hard to wield the proton gun and with the Oculus controllers, because it looks
Yeah.
like you're going to have to hold on with two hands with this thing. So I'm not sure.
Pax is in the chat singing Do Re Egon. What's gonna be the catchphrases we're just gonna keep repeating over and over again while we're playing this damn thing? It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
The flowers are still standing.
Yeah, there's so many good of those lines. I was actually in a discussion with that the other day about, I don't know if Afterlife had any of those. I can't. Maybe they did. Maybe I didn't like. I can't think of like a particular line that stuck with me.
Ooh,
Like that.
good question. And that's a good question for the chat.
Yeah.
What's your favorite line from Afterlife? I'm sure there's a few. I think was that dang it. What does Gooberson say to the daughter when she tells him the first joke? He said something like, "Is that a geology joke?" And she's like,
Geometry.
"Yeah."
The geometry joke because she was talking about triangulating.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Is that a geology joke? Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, some of Phoebe's jokes were funny. I just don't know if we
Phoebe's
got any of
hilarious.
a particular line that stood out to me. But that can take us into that next topic there of some of the other news that we heard this week.
Absolutely. And yeah, that is boom. Ghostbusters VR, the announcement trailer. Game I'm expecting out soon. Like, I'm not saying tomorrow, I'm saying within the next few weeks. It's got to be. It's got to be. They've been working on it for years.
Damn, I gotta buy this person kit that they want from Franken Geek. I need you guys to buy some T-shirts, folks. I got to buy this Oculus.
Why don't you show them the shirts? Show them the shirts right now.
Oh yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, we are making a push to help fund the group, and so I've started this up. And if you don't like the designs, then tell me you hate them, and I'm going to make new ones. But I want to make it a community where we sort of represent. Eventually, once we can grow this large enough, if you see someone at a con with this shirt or a patch, maybe there's some immediate camaraderie with a group of enthusiasts who really appreciate what Franken Geek has put out. So we got some stuff, just the classic Frankengang tees there, the Buster tee. It took a little while to put together, so proud of that one. The Buster tee with the Frankenstein coming out of the logo there. And then we have some that are up right now for charity. This one, just some guys who like to dress up. All the proceeds of this are going to charity. We've sold a good amount of those. I've sold about 12 of those. And so once I close the sale on that and we donate the cash, I'll definitely highlight that one. We got the standard issue tee. You can have your name customized there. It doesn't have to say rookie. And then you're going to have to rep that Ghostbusters San Antonio if you want that one. But we got lots of good stuff in there, so definitely go check it out.
Absolutely. I need to get mine ASAP. Especially the news one, which we still got to talk to them. All in due time. all in
Yeah.
due time. Last topic of the day, we want to talk about the inevitable announcement that Sony dropped at CinemaCon this week, and that is, of course, that a sequel to Afterlife, or what they're calling their fifth installment in the Ghostbusters franchise, is currently in development and is being written by the one and only Jason Reitman, who, if you ask me, is the best person to keep pushing this franchise forward. I
Yeah.
have all the faith in the world in him. I think there's no one that's more passionate about Ghostbusters right now than Jason is. That includes the original team, let's be honest. And I'm just excited about what he's going to come up with next. I don't think that, and I hope I'm not jinxing it here, but I don't think that he could fail in his next project because you're now able to freely go out and really be creative with the franchise. Afterlife was about being tethered to the original films, Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, and having to make sure you include the lore and extend the legacy of the original team. The
Mhm.
sequel, you don't need to worry about that anymore. Like you've done everybody justice. Harold Ramis, you included him beautifully in the movie, and now you have a little bit more leeway on what you want to do. Go back to New York. Definitely do that. If you want to redo the firehouse, by all means, please, but he won't have to worry about how do I include the original team? How am I going to include this part? How am I going to include this stuff? Now he can really just be creative. If you want to go make a new villain, please make a new villain. I don't need Vigo in the next one. I don't need Gozer 3.0 in the next one. Like, go for it. Take it away. The only thing I ask is that the antagonist is not human for whatever reason, rubs me the wrong way. Make the antagonist supernatural, an entity, a demon, an incubus, something along those lines. It's got to be something spiritual or immortal or something, just not a human trying to take over the world by releasing another demon or something.
For sure. And I like while I have love for Vigo and I have love for Gozer too. I don't love those movies because of the villains. I love them. Don't get me wrong; they're very important parts. They're very important parts of the lore. But there's so much
Yeah.
that we can do with this new team. I highly doubt that we'll get Bill Murray back in it. So I mean, I would think that we're definitely going to see some Ernie. We're going to see some Ray. And so that leads me off the path because I've heard some interesting theories. I've heard things people even say like whatever the big bad is going to be is going to sort of possess Walter Peck, and then kind of setting the Ghostbusters up to have that same sort of reputation that they had had in the past while they're busting this ghost that this big bad is sending out there and all the trouble that it's causing. But it's Walter Peck still has some sort of like political power that's making it difficult for the Ghostbusters the whole way. But
Ooh.
which is a great theory. And when you say that, you're like, wow, but without Bill Murray there, because Bill Murray and Peck were the ones who were really going at it.
Oh, for sure.
So that kind of takes away from having Peck back there because I don't think he interacted with Ray at all, other than in the mayor scene. And Ernie was in that scene for
Ray,
10 seconds.
Ray's just the one in the middle of the scuffle, like putting his hands up, like trying not to get hit
Yeah,
by anybody.
but still wearing the suit. That's what I like about that scene.
He's a lover, not a fighter, folks.
Yeah. But no,
Ooh,
I've seen a lot of good stuff, and I'm hoping that because Jason had to treat the first one with kitty gloves, not only because he was working with kids, because of they had to do the tribute to Harold,
right,
which was great.
right.
But those were like kids in the movie, so we're thinking 3-4 years later. And I hate to bring up Stranger Things because a lot of Ghostbusters fans don't like that because of Finn Wolford being in both and the sort of those ties. But I liked the edge and the grit that Stranger Things had these kids go through. I'd like to see a little bit more grit. It doesn't have to be rated R. I mean, I'm not saying go that far, but I'd like it to be, a little darker, a little bit more edgy than he did in that first one.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm down. More edgy's great. I say you bring the family to. I'm not gonna tell Jason what to write, but I'm gonna say I would love to see the family in New York. Uh, Mr. Gruberson can also go along, and you can have the family sort of be part of the franchise in New York, like in the building or in the new company. But I also want to see some outsiders. Bring in some not current SNL cast members, but maybe some older ones. Bill Hader. I'd love to see Bill Hader in a flight suit.
Oh yeah.
Bill Hader's funny as hell, and he could do just about anything. Him and Gruberson, like, riffing off on each other, that would
Oh
be
yeah.
incredible. I would love it. And Bill can play any guy. Bill can be like the new scientist. Like, they need a new scientist, right? You
Mhm.
got Phoebe. I get it. I get it. You got Phoebe, so she can fill that role. But if you do need somebody else, I'd love to see a funny guy like Bill Hader or someone of that type in the new movie, just to kind of give us a little bit more and establish like a new team. Yeah, that'd be dope. I'm not gonna set the expectations of the OG team being in the movie from start to finish. You're gonna set yourself up for disappointment if you're
Mhm.
gonna expect them to be in the movie from like beginning to end. We all love them. I get it, but like that last one was was asking for a lot already. So if they
Mhm.
make some cameos, awesome. Make sure Ernie Hudson gets paid so he gets to be in half the movie, but the other guys can show up for a little bit, and I'll be just happy with a minute on screen. I don't think Bill's going to be heavily involved in the next one. I think Dan will do whatever you ask him to, but he's not going to want to. He wants to pass the torch more than he wants credit for like keeping the franchise alive. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like Dan just wants to see this thing survive. And so I think that's kind of where he stands.
Well, if they're
But
if
yeah,
they're in New York, I mean, you got to think. I mean, the new game at least that we saw, not the VR one, was Spirits Unleashed. I keep forgetting the Spirits
Spirits
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
So Ray's occult has moved right next to the firehouse.
Hmm.
Um, so if they're operating out of New York, like we assume them to be, because Ernie um, drove the Ecto back there, I can definitely see a little bit of Ray definitely being in the movie. I think Ernie's going to have significant screen time.
I hope so.
Yeah, and
Paxton
they owe it to
says
him. And they just put him in the Ghostbusters 2 NES game. I saw that news today too. So it's like they're retroactively trying to go back and say they're sorry. I think,
my bad, Ernie.
yeah, I think Ernie's gonna, he's gonna get some significance if he wants it.
There you go. Paxton says he also loves Stranger Things and that Chris Pratt would be a good Ghostbuster. I'm down. Pratt's a very charismatic guy. I could see that happening. There was sort of those rumors. The rumor was what Channing wasn't it Channing Tatum and somebody else that was going to be like the Sony project like a decade ago. And I forget who. I felt like Chris Pratt was the guy, sort of the duo with Tatum, but I could be wrong. Not really sure. Ben Rollins has agreed.
Yeah, Chris Pratt would be really good, but I mean, in all honesty, that's asking him to carry a lot of film weight. I mean, he's like the lead in Jurassic Park,
They're done.
one of the
They're
leads in
done.
Guardians of the Galaxy. He's going to require a lot of cash to get, um, but I mean. With that sort of like boyish charm he has, I mean, he would make a great Ghostbuster for sure. But I think we kind of get that type of humor with Paul Rudd already. Um, so I mean, who knows? I'd like to see anybody in it. I just want to see the damn movie.
I don't yeah, and I'm the same. I just want to see the movie. If there's anything I could ask for, it's for Paul Rudd and his character to run into Louis Tully in New York City. Those guys meeting up and like having some banter with one another. That would be hysterical. Gruberson, Tully talking about whatever, taxes, retirement, uh, call it whatever you want. I would love to see that. Ben says Will Smith would be cheap. Yeah, right now he probably would be. That's a good call there.
That's Ben Rollins there with some slap stick comedy.
Oh, but I'm
Ooh. um, but no, yeah, I think I was reading a script way back in the day before we got Afterlife, and there was all those fake leak scripts that were out there. One of them had
Absolutely.
Vince Vaughn in there, and he was sort of playing that dry humor of that Bill was kind of known for,
Yeah.
just sort of like dry, sarcastic remarks back, but just the way they delivered is funny. But yeah, I think I'd seen like a leaked fake script, or maybe it was originally in development. I don't know, but Vince Vaughn, um, he read funny in it, so I could see that too. He'd be cheap enough, I think.
He probably would. I feel like he's really up there in age, though.
Yeah,
Vince
but so
Vaughn.
yeah, maybe you're right. But maybe they bring him in as like he was a fan of the Ghostbusters, or he was at that birthday party in Ghostbusters 2 or something. And like he's just you know what I mean? And like they were like 12 or whatever. So he's still just a big fan. And when he sees him back in New York, he just sort of stumbles on. Anybody of that age, I think you could introduce them into the role, and they would already kind of have all the knowledge because they've been obsessed with it forever. Maybe Ray's annoyed with him because he hangs out at the bookstore so much. Um, you know,
I want to see what happens to that containment unit. Is the power going out? Is it just like the power cells are deteriorating? Is it just going critical because it only has like a 30-year lifespan? What's that all about? That's what I can't wait to see, and how that gets incorporated into the story. And I can't wait to see what it looks like. We saw what happened before when it blows up. What's going to happen this time around? Same thing, or maybe it opens like a pocket dimension. That would be trippy.
hmm
You open a pocket dimension in downtown New York. Now you open up the opportunities to do all sorts of stuff. Having these guys having to go to the source of the surge, and it's in this pocket dimension, and you're having to fight off ghosts. You're gonna have to create some new tech because of it. I think there was there's definitely cartoon episodes where the real Ghostbusters had to go into these other dimensions and find
yeah.
their way out.
And
So like I would love to see that.
that was Aykroyd's original plan for Ghostbusters 3, I believe. It was supposed to be Ghostbusters in Hell or something like that.
There you go.
And it was like an alternate dimension that they were in where New York City was a lot more like hell, and they had to kind of fight their way in and out of it. And the video game also definitely dealt with skipping in and out of those dimensions, and that would be way cool. Great way to introduce new technology without pissing off Ghostbusters fans. I think all around that would be the sweetest thing ever. If maybe one of the team members early on, like a podcast or something, gets sucked into this, but now we're talking about Stranger Things again. So now it's like he gets sucked into the upside down or whatever, and then everyone has to go in and get him.
This is true. Paxton says, just like the video game, he would like to see them fight Boogeyman. Boogie would be cool, especially on the big screen. I'm down to see that.
Yeah, Sandman.
Yeah.
Um, there was a bunch of cool ones.
Well,
Captain Enjoy.
Boogie, I'm trying to remember. Was Boogie like the giant one with the top hat? He sort of had like a vampirish look to him, and he would sort of absorb the ghosts into his torso. I thought that's who Boogie was. Oh no, Boogie was the one with the giant head and like the spiky mohawk, kind of bluish guy.
Yeah, but no, but you're right. You're right. It's on. He does look like a vampire.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, he definitely looks like a vampire.
Boogie would be
Um,
cool.
yeah, he has a big mohawk instead of the top hat. No, yeah, any of those would be cool. A bunch of them would be cool. I mean, at the beginning, I think, and again, that's why the Walter Peck theory was hitting so hard for me because it was like the person who wrote it out. I'll have to share it, but they wrote it well. So basically, the film opens up. It's like dark. You hear somebody walking down those classic stairs. We know to be where the ecto containment unit is in the old firehouse,
Right.
and it's possessed Walter Peck, and he walks over to the thing and shuts it off like he did in 1984 with like a riding rat. And
Hey.
then he gets out of there You know what I mean? So whoever wrote this, I mean, they had really great ideas. But yeah, I think it's definitely because without Egon's help, Phoebe may be trying to keep it from blowing and fails maybe. And then they have to bust a bunch of ghosts. I mean, who knows? But I think they need a Spengler brain because if it was going out, if Aykroyd had enough help, you know, knowledge to do it, he would have already done it. Ernie was never the technological guy, so he wouldn't have any idea about how any of it works, even. And
Yeah,
so I think they might need a Spengler brain. It might be you might see Dan and Phoebe trying to keep this thing from blowing.
but we don't want that. We want to see it
Yeah, we
go.
want to see it blow.
We want to see it make a hole in the ceiling again.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be dope. Can't wait.
yeah, but
Awesome.
bunch of good news. I'm excited. Been a good show.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's just good to hear that Sony came out with it because we all, I want to say, expected it on some level because the first one was, even if it didn't make a ton of money during the pandemic, it sure did get great reviews most of the time. I think for anybody who just complained about too much nostalgia, I'm just like, what do you expect? But it got tons of great reviews across the board. So I think because of that, they deserve a sequel. And also, it was a practical filmed movie, so they saved a crap load of money on that first one. So the
Mm.
studio's always happy about that. They'll throw a little bit more money at him this time. Bigger budget, bigger spectacle, and really just reach the full potential of this franchise. That's what we always wanted. It's just reach the full potential. We know what it is. It just, some series, a trilogy of some sorts, some spin-offs. There's a number of things you can do, and we're all here for it. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Awesome. Well, as more news drops, we'll be sure to be back and talk about the VR game, the Ilphonic Spirits Unleashed game. I think there's also like a Ghostbusters knockoff game that's on PC right now. I gotta look that up. I'll talk about that when I find it. But we'll also talk about the Frankengang Proton Pack Tourney. The finals are coming very soon. Good luck to our two competitors. More to come. More to come very soon. All right.
Heck yeah.
For the Ghostheads Radio Show, my name is Steady. With me, as always, is one only Matty BTV.
Bye guys.
Have a good one.